Well, as we heard there from Admiral Mullen, the United States considers Somalia to be a base for fighters linked to al-Qaeda. The US is targeting what it calls terrorists in the country. But as Mohamed Ado discovered, ordinary Somalis are finding themselves caught in the firing line.
Doble town in southern Somalia, a sleepy but strategic center on the Kenya-Somalia border. It is one of a handful of areas in Somalia under the control of a resurgent Islamic courts union. Militias of the courts control all aspects of life here. The town is slowly recovering from a recent attack by US forces. This is where 2 US Tomahawk missiles fired from a submarine landed. A 4-bedroomed house once stood here. It's all gone. Arda Ismail lives in this house. She too was affected by the attack.
The
missiles destroyed lots of property. Our livestock were also killed. But our biggest worry now is that of our health. There's a bad smell coming from this trench, and we're afraid it might affect our health and that of our children.
The villagers keep the remains of the missiles, stark reminders of the brutal attack. They attribute to a miracle the lucky escape of the occupants of the house. In total, 6 people were injured, 3 of them seriously. These are some members of the family whose house was hit by the missile. The injured were taken to nearby Kenya for treatment. More than a month after the attack, Abdi Mohammed here is still in shock. He has to remain in chains as his family fears he might cause harm or get lost. And the anger in Doble is palpable. Sheikh Ali Dere is the administrator of Doble.
Can you imagine the world's superpower with all its might attacking a small town like ours with rockets? We never expected this to happen.
The attack on Doble is the 4th US airstrike in Somalia since January 2007. US officials say the latest strikes targeted suspects in the 1998 US embassy bombings in East Africa. One of them is this man, Sheikh Hassan Turki, a Somali leader of the Islamist group Ittihad al-Islamiyya, which is on the US list of terrorist groups. Many here feel that the attacks have only served to turn ordinary Somalis against the United States even more. It has also strengthened the spirit and resolve of the insurgents in Somalia.
Our capital is still under occupation of the enemy. We shall not rest till we emancipate Somalia. We'll have to raise the Quran and use it to govern our country. We will continue the jihad to the end.
Now, residents of Doble enjoy a relative calm brought about by the Islamic courts. But they know they're being closely watched by the US forces, paying lots of attention to their corner of the failed state that Somalia is. Mohamed Ado, Al Jazeera, Doble, Southern Somalia.